Shalom, shalom, y'all shrug. Hebrew Israelites toss up the home. Once again, I heard prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great. First things first, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem, Rock of Gods. When the Petty will be transferred in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. A double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to your brothers letting us truth, and shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Shalom. Come today, hey, on a very, very special day. We're in the first day of the Passover. You know, you could feel that this Passover is going to be real special because of all the activity that's going on. It's like we're in the year of the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. So Lord willing, this be the last Passover because you can definitely tell the dangers are starting to bubble up. You can see Jacob's trouble on the horizon, and we're going to need that tender mercy from the Lord to protect us through this. So here we are on the past. I'm going to start off with this right here. This is Exodus 12 and 14. And this day should be unto you for a memorial. And you should keep it in a feast to the Lord. Throughout your generations, you should keep it as a feast for ordinance forever. So the Passover memorial represent what? When we as Israelites came up out of ancient Egypt, it's going to be the same thing now. The Lord is getting ready to deliver us out of Babylon the Great America. You know, and it's going to like make that deliverance pale in comparison to this one. Because this one, Esau about to throw everything in the kitchen sink at us. He's in that spirit of Pharaoh right now. Right? He like these Israelites about to get free. No, they don't. So this devil, we was talking about before we open it up, you know, a special lesson. This devil's putting juice in the vegetables. He's making people euthanize their cattle. We was talking earlier, he's gonna try to make it illegal to collect rainwater. You got to register your garden. So this devil, he's going for his move. And we're at the eve of MOTB being instituted and made mandatory. So with that, you know, the deliverance is coming soon. You know, Yahushua about to come soon. That's why this devil is all roused up, you know, spirit of Pharaoh. And then you check it out too, Akim, this place is getting plagued right now. You know, the economy is messed up because the BRICS nations, that's the same thing as the locusts eating your crop up. So the economy is bad. They're consolidating all you know, everything they got as far as the postal to aircraft to everything. They're consolidating. Why? Because it is going bankrupt. It's over with. You know. Then you got the migrant crisis, which you tell that's going to straight up lead to Jacob's trouble. They're doing things like squatters' rights, taking people's houses. That's going to lead to bloodshed. You know, so in this Passover, man, we hoping that the evils pass us by. We don't get caught up like the rest of these people, man. Jake might come home. There's some other tribes in there, you know, MS-13. They about to throw this mine, you know. Now you got to fight. For some, you don't pay. You can barely even afford. You know, this devil's upping the rent. That's why people getting evicted. Oh, I didn't even talk about that. People getting evicted. People losing jobs. We talked about to consolidate these jobs and mass layoffs. We're in the beginning of the sorrows. And you know, when the food is low and you know, the resources are low, hey, people fight. And they done flooded Babylon the Great with like what, 300 something million immigrants, migrants, as they call them. You know, that's all to create that they're here to get judgment. This place is about to be like what they call a battle royale. So we're gonna need, you know, that divine intervention, a deliverance to get up out of here, man. Brothers, we going through it right now. You got ailments. You know, just waking up, punching the devil's clock. And the Esau's losing his wisdom. So it's making it rough for everybody because he's making bad decisions. It's making everybody's life bad. Like, you got Edomite women complaining about they well-being in Babylon the Great. You know? Yeah, y'all got something arguing?
I got a quick one right here. This is second Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. And it said, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." Right? And so when you go into the word perilous, it means hard to bear or burden. And so that's what you're seeing in America, aka Babylon the Great. You're seeing perilous times, which is hard to bear, hard to live in, and it's a burden. Okay, and I remember seeing a video with Jim at Dedication, who had a video saying America did destroy Part 4, loosely paraphrasing, and it was talking about how people in America are stressing out on how to afford rent, how they can't keep a job, or some people have two jobs and they still only got $50 to buy food after they done paid all the bills. Okay, that's the perilous time. That's a burden right there. And then, like the archaeologist mentioned, is you got the immigrant crisis that's going on. That's gonna be more of a burden on this in the last days right here in America. Okay, so you got people that gonna be looking to basically steal your house because what are they doing in New York? That what the Biden administration pretty much Esau system allowed these people to come over here and promise them jobs, they promise them benefits, and then turn around and tell them that they got 30 days to leave. So what you think gonna happen? It's not gonna be peaches and cream. So they gonna steal and kill and to get everything that they need, man. So that's why when you speak about Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1, because it said, did know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. All right, verse 2, it said, for men shall be lovers of their own self. Okay, so what that creates an environment when it says men shall be lovers of their own self, that means that they're gonna use people that beneath them just to get up, just to keep thriving in this wicked society, which is the society that's getting ready to crumble. And it said covetous, that greed, okay, boasters, proud, blasphemous, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. All right, without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, and counselors, fierce despisers of those that are good. Okay, so we're living in a time where the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And it says, despise of those that are good. So you have to be wicked in order for you to thrive in this society. Okay. And if you're not wicked enough, then guess what? You're gonna perish right along with the society, man. So that's that perilous time that we get ready to deal with right here in America at Babylon the Great, man.
Yeah, it's gonna get bad out there, real bad. The only thing that's gonna save you is the Lord, man. That's the whole hence of Passover. Just look at what they did in ancient Egypt, man. The Lord destroyed all them Egyptians, man. And even some Israelites who didn't believe, didn't put the lamb's blood over the door. So the Lord ain't playing. We're gonna need the Lord to put that divine intervention over us as well, man. We gotta trust in Him, man. That's the whole thing about the Passover. So we trying to get delivered out of the mess that's coming. And I got Psalms 91, and I'm gonna just read the first couple of verses. It says, "He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty," man. And we trying to abide under the shadow of the Almighty, man, because that's the only way we're gonna be saved. It says, "I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, and Him will I trust," man. So we gotta trust in Him. He's gonna be our strength and our power in them days, man. That word God means power. So when you see that, hey, that's our power right there. We got somebody who got strength to save us, man. Who's gonna help us through. And it says, "Surely He shall deliver thee from the snares of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence." All the times to come. And the Lord said it's going to be way worse than what it was in ancient Egypt, man. So the times to come now, man, the perilous times to come, it's going to be something that you ain't even going to imagine. You can't even think of how bad it's going to get. And the Lord said He's going to protect us from it. He said, "Surely He shall deliver us. Surely He shall deliver us from the snares and the fowler and the noisome pestilence." Verse 4, it says, "He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shall we trust. His truth shall be our shield and buckler," man. That's why we gotta be under the Lord, man. He gave His blood, man, to cover us, man. It says, verse 4 again, it says, "His truth," it says, "under His wings shall I trust. His truth shall be our shield and our buckler." A shield and buckler is a defense mechanism, man, in the ancient days, man. You put that shield up, it blocks stuff, man. And the Lord gonna be our shield in that day. That's what the Passover is, man. You got it out.
I got something to go back to up too, man. It's Ecclesiastes 8:5. "Whomso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment." Now, this book that we got is a book of what? It's a book of commandments. So the Lord is saying, if you follow my commandment, He said what? Shall no evil thing, touch you. You know, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna make it through. When you go to what's that, Isaiah 65th chapter, it says, my servant shall eat, my servant shall drink. Because it's about to be a great famine out here. That hit same way it hit ancient Egypt. This famine gonna be even worse than that. You know, people gonna be out here fighting over a bag of Doritos. You know, but the Lord said, if you keep it the commandment, he said, a wise man's heart discerning both times and judgment. Like, we in the time of Jacob's trouble about to blow up. And you still got a lot of Jakes that don't know what time it is. They trying to get some Trump shoes. You know, Keisha trying to get us some eyelashes and a new weave. You got Northern Tribe, brothers and sisters. They just trying to get to America, get a piece of the American dream, not knowing Esau putting a target on your back. This devil about to rug pull you. This whole thing to set up. You're gonna go out the Northern Tribe first, and then get the Southern Tribe in the process. But they getting a target on their back. They're making them hated against Babylonian Americans. Esau ready to, shed their blood.
But it's gonna be continue to further drive that curse where the brothers shall be evil toward our own brothers.
You're gonna see Northern and Southern Tribe bang real hard, especially you got Northern Tribe talking about that squatters' right. This my house, amigo.
Right.
Man, Southern Tribe Jacob gonna play that. But we been, but like you said earlier, Southern Tribe Jacob been busting his butt just to have a roof over his head.
Right.
Barely got some supposed income, and now you got somebody in my spot talking about, this mine. Hey, it's about to be a fight. And then Esau, really, I can't even credit to Esau. He's just doing what he's supposed to do, but really, that's the Lord creating that dynamic. And see, if Jake knew, like the scripture said, discern the times of the judgment, knew what was going on, like this stuff wouldn't even work. Like it wouldn't be getting juked out by Esau like that if all Israel knew they was Israel and knew what was truly going on.
Right.
They just, this devil over here, he puppeteering this thing. Like, come to America, I'll take care of you, give you a little food. Like you say, you're gonna rug pull. Then you gotta go fight Southern Jake. He's gonna set back, let the numbers cut down. Then I come in my military. What they do? You said all the time, I order out of chaos. He gonna come in, order out of chaos. He gonna put Rex 84, Operation Cable Splicer, King Alfred. All those military plans will go into play right here on Jake. And so, just like how people was in ancient Egypt, we need that deliverance. We need to be led up out of here. And this time it's gonna be Yahushua gonna come back and crack them skies and deliver, the nation of Israel up out of this hellhole.
That's how you know it's gonna be bad. The Lord Himself got to crack them skies and deliver us. I got a quick one. This is Jeremiah 23:6. It says, in this day, Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. And this is the name whereby shall be called the Lord our righteousness. Verse 7, it says, therefore, behold, the days coming, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. So we come into the times where we ain't even going to be speaking about the old ancient Egypt no more, man. That's how bad it's going to get. So when the Lord deliver us, we're going to be speaking about, hey, man, look, we barely made it out of Babylon the Great, man. You see how the Lord delivered us? Verse 8 is going to go into that. It says, but the Lord liveth, was brought up, and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country. What's the north country? That's here, North America, aka Babylon the Great, man. So let's read some more. It says, and Israel out of the land of the north country, and from all the country where I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land, man. So when the Lord come back, and if we make it through this in the hopeful elect, it's gonna be so bad out there that when we barely make it by the skin of our teeth, hey, we're gonna be speaking like, man, hey, man, it's crazy. We ain't even gonna be speaking about the old ancient Egypt, man. We're gonna be speaking about how we barely made it, and we got on them chariots right in the nick of time before the Lord nuked this place. How we got up out of here, man.
That's a beautiful point. I can Shalom, Jeremiah Gabar got a preacher on the comment board. This is Job chapter 5 and verse 19. And he said, he shall deliver thee in 6 trouble, and in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In verse 20. Work that down, get this off of it. In verse 20, he said, and in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in a war from the power of the sword. thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
Mm.
You see that? And he said, neither shalt thou be afraid of the destruction of when it cometh. And so when you go into that scripture that and the Akadaja was reading in Psalm 91, okay, because that's exactly what Yahweh Shai, affecting those who keep the commandments of Yahweh Shai. He's going to send his angels. Okay, so you read Psalm chapter 91, and we start at verse 10, because you said, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. All right. And so you keep the commandments of Yahweh Shai, he's going to send his angels on your behalf, and he's going to guide you. All right. Which remind me of Proverbs 3 and 5, because it said, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. And then all thy ways acknowledge him, he shall direct our path. Okay. And that's why that's the whole point why we preach repentance and keep the law to the best of your ability, so that when you have that way that how about me outside will send those angels on your behalf, you'll be able to walk right out of all the destruction that you're ready to come on America, aka Babylon the Great. Okay. And in verse 12, Psalm 91 and 12, it says, they shall bear thee up in their hand, and let thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lions and adders, and the young lions and the dragon shall trample under the feet. Because he has set his love upon thee, therefore will I deliver him, and I will set him on high, because he had known my name. Ooh. And see that, and that name is that shield and that buckler. Okay, so when you know the name you call on your how about Yahweh Shai, that is going to deliver you out of there. You know, when you read Proverbs, the 18th chapter, about the 10th verse, Luke, that's where it's at. It says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and he that run to it is safe. And so that's how you become safe, by knowing the names of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man.
And that strong tower, you can even put that to the house of David. You know, it's like a city of refuge. That's a place of safety. See, Jake be looking for something carnal. I know we got a spiritual temple, which is governed by these teachings. You know, he said, "Where there be two or three or more gathered in my name, there I'll be in the spirit."
Yeah.
So we got a
mixture of these.
Yeah. So this is like a building up to save you, endure and continue in the faith and the truth. You know, it's going to lead unto you getting on a chariot. You know, which the world ignorantly calls a UFO. That's going to be the great deliverance right there. That's why we do this work. You know, that's why you need to have the faith. You know, the Lord knows who belongs to him and who doesn't. Like you say, he said, my sheep hear my voice. You know, and then you can't just say, like, well, if they pledge Christianity, say, oh, I believe, but they ain't got no works. You know, faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
So that's why we, like Israelites, we're not black people, we're Israelites. Therefore, we do what? We're doing the Passover. I remember, I think being a Christian church, I think they didn't do really Passover like that. They do Easter.
Yeah, that's Easter. They waiting on next month right now. That's what they waiting in April.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So you're not even in the spirit. They don't have you in the spirit of being an Israelite, get ready for deliverance. But it's not even like get you ready for deliverance. Church is like a program, get ready for Easter, and basically you a black person.
They you already saved according to them.
The most I've seen them do is like that communion where they drink the grape juice, eat the little
cracker. Yeah.
That's it.
But they doing Easter egg hunts. They're not in the spirit of passing on. Plus, they're not even, their leaders are blind. So they're not warning Yashara of the impending danger that we got that's coming. Because it is coming. It's building up. You know, that's why we look at the whole spirit of Passover. It's the hope that the spirit of wickedness and judgment passes over you. Very much, it is the spirit of judgment passing over you. Like I said earlier, the reason why our elders and our forefathers put that blood of the lamb over the door was so that the judgment will pass over your house. You know, you like you said earlier, you probably had some jakes didn't do it. Like, man, I ain't listening to Moses. Man, I ain't doing that. Egypt good, man. I got sandals on my feet. You know, food in the fridge, old lady, man. I ain't about that stupid. You know, and what they probably woke up and they dead, got judgment just like that. Why? Because they didn't hear the warning. They didn't take it seriously. They didn't heal to the leadership. You know, you had a lot of jakes murmuring against Moses. So here we are. We ain't just got one person now. Now we got a lot of churches the spirit of Yahweh Shai is leading Yahshua out of the wilderness and out of the darkness, which we're trying to get up out of now. And now, because we're here, we're not going to leave physically. See, they left physically. Now we're going to leave spiritually. First, you got to leave spiritually and mentally, and then it's going to come physically by way of those chariots.
I got a quick preacher to back you up right here, because when you said the old Jake back in the day, they wasn't listening, right? And they got their judgment. So this is Proverbs 29:1, and it says, "He that's been often reproved, hardened his neck, shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy."
God, and that's about to happen again now. And I'll be looking at these Jakes like they are a special type of stupid. You got Trump about to be president again. If they, do what they election and all of that, then you know how he is. He already said, if I'm gonna be president, it's gonna be a bloodbath. So he's already put the judgment out there. Then you got migrants. They in pride. They on the TikTok talking, talking crazy to Jake. They feel like this belong to me. They in the spirit of Esau. You lazy, you sorry, you don't want to work the job, so I'm gonna take your job. And they're creating that tension. That's how you know it's gonna be a war, man. We're going to Second Edge territory, chapter 15.
I got that.
You got it, man. Go ahead and bring that out, huh?
This is Second Edge chapter 15, and start at verse 14. And it said, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draws nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands." And in verse 16, it said, "For there shall be seditions among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." And we can stop right there. I can keep reading.
Now you get it right there. See that back what I said with the course of their power stand in their hands. So that whole dynamic that Yahweh Shah prophesied in our word is being built up now. Esau's creating the grounds for that right now. You got red-bellied Edomites, what you call them, conservatives. They all like, hey, we got to take our country back. They're ready to load their guns up and, go at the northern tribe. But it's going to start Jacob's trouble. Like I said, it's going to trickle down to the southern tribe, and they're going to go for natives. They're going to go for, what they call so-called African-American descent. And they're gonna go for Hispanic, just like that. That whole dynamic's been built up, and then it's gonna get to the point where the only person gonna listen to is Trump. Like Apostle Hart, he called Trump Nero. It was Nero. He got the juice right now. Whatever he say do, they're gonna do it. So Joe Biden ain't got the juice. Mayors ain't got the juice. They're not gonna be listening to governors and all of that. They were like, I gotta do it. I gotta use my AR-15, and I gotta make sure my family is safe. So they're going to get them list groups and get the busing.
And that's the scripture right there, because he said, "They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the courts of their actions shall stand in their power." Those kings, the modern day kings and your princes, are your police officers, your politicians, and the law, and basically those who uphold the law.
The authority.
Yeah.
Your authority figures. And so, Lord, right now, he's going to they're not going to listen to their authority figures no more. They got their great white hope, Trump. They're going to roll what he say. He's in the spirit of Pharaoh. He said, make America great again. He was like, we got to get back on top of Jake. That's the spirit he in. So we're in that same dynamic. At the same time, Esau is being demoralized because he's getting plagued. His place is plagued. When you look at, if nobody's saying that America's going to be great and America's doing good. Nobody says that. Everybody agrees that America's in a decline. And we know why it's in a decline, because it's getting plagued right now. Yahushua is plaguing this place because he's ultimately going to burn it with fire. That's why NATO and Russia and all them get stirred up. They're going to fire them ICBMs over here. And so what we got to do is we got to stay locked in this truth so we get deliverance out of here. First, you're going to need deliverance when everybody start acting crazy. It might be a riot outside your house. You're going to need the Lord to deport that sucker.
That's why you should repent and get in this truth now. The scripture says, seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling. There's so much stuff going to happen and all these scenarios that the brothers are giving up. That's why you need the Lord, man.
And your guns and your weapon, it ain't going to do it for you. That's the problem when you got these jakes over here thinking, hey, man, I got my AR-15s and stuff like that. And I say all the time, like, what's the weapon without bullets? What happened when you run out of bullets and you come into another situation with a large crowd? You're going to need your how about him y'all shot.
Con. Like how you said, it can be a big ride outside your house that want your house. It might be 50, 60 of them deep.
Right.
You know, you might be off the job when all hell breaks loose. You can't get to your house and get all your bullets. You might deviate and go somewhere else. So when it comes down to it, you're gonna need the Lord. We need the Lord we need deliverance and we need salvation. And the only person who can do that is Yahweh Bashmi Shah. That's it. Ain't nothing else to it. Jake always want to make his own salvation, think he can do it if I hit the weights. And we've been hearing, like I said, young dudes hitting the weights, trying to get their training up. I'm like, what you gonna do with Terminator and RoboCop, man? Yeah, you might whoop a dude, but RoboCop, that's metal right there, man.
You better have your shimmy outside in the chamber.
Exactly.
Ready to go.
Exactly. They think they can just, plus they don't know the times either. They don't know how bad and severe this thing is getting. Like Esau raised the alarm, but Jake just don't pay attention. They saying all hell break loose. They say they done lost it. I'm hearing generals say that they're not gonna win World War III. Telling them they can't win World War III. So like, hey man, what are you hanging your hat on? This place is done. Then like Jake be so 2/3 out, you really can't bring the truth. They ain't there. I'm hearing Jake's on the job, like, man, I'm telling me that stresses me out. Like, so they can't even handle just by talking about it. So you already know once the scenario is initiated, man, that Jake he gonna do whatever he gonna do to get some relief. He'll tell on you. He gonna take the micro CHIP. He's gonna do whatever he gotta do to get some form of relief. That's why a lot of our people gonna be made enemies. We gotta get away from them. They over up the Hebrew Israelite stuff. 1-800 tell on a nigga.
And that actually remind me of my favorite precept right here. When you think about, when you try to tell Jake and they say, man, I don't want to hear that. They're making me nervous. That just further proves that they don't serve the Lord. Because if you serving the Lord, then you're going to prepare yourself. This is Sirach, Ecclesiastes, aka Sirach, chapter 2 and 1. Because it said, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right? And so if you coming to serve Yahweh Yahweh Shai, then you're going to prepare for these times that come. You're going to get your spiritual bag packed. You're going to have your mind right. Okay?
That's all you're going to be worried about. You ain't going to be worried about, man, other niggas dying or anything like that. You're going to be worrying about yourself and how you going to be saved.
God, work out your own salvation. Like you said.
And I got one to back it up. This is 2nd Esdras 9 and 13. It says, and therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the word is and for whom the word is created. So man, the word is created for the righteous. We got to worry about how we're going to be saved, man. And how we're going to be saved is through Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Hopefully we're part of the elect, man.
They tell you where the heart of the wise is at. We thinking about how the righteous is going to be saved. All the other stuff go by the wayside. And then how you know that? I like you put it. I'm gonna bump up to 2nd Esdras 9 and 7. It says, everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed. In verse 8, shall be preserved from the said pearls and shall see my salvation of my land and within my borders. For I sanctified them for me from the beginning. So we're going to be saved by our faith and our works. Both of them. You got to believe. And then also when you genuinely believe, it's going to create works automatically. So that's a separator right there. And like I said, preserve from the said pearls. I open up with them pearlless times, man. We have to go through troubling times. So we're going to need to be saved through that. We're going to need them evil times, all that racket stuff. We're going to want that to pass over us. That way we can safely make it to, like the Lord said, make it to that, get that salvation and get in the land and be within his borders. Which I went into that on Psalms chapter of the 91st chapter. Being in that secret place of the Most High. That's being within the borders. That's being within the house of David, where salvation is. They just building up now. It's right in Jake's face, man, for free. And then we up here, like I said, Jake, if Israel had any sense, they all should be doing the Passover. All should be observing the Passover. and getting ready for salvation if they was in a right state of mind, you know. But we already know 2/3 gonna be cut off in the land. That's why a lot of them are coming to Babylon the Great to get judged. And this place is gonna be a war zone. It's gonna be a battle royale. And only the people that got the Lord with them are gonna make it through these said pearls. Everybody else that's worldly, man, he about to get all he can handle.
This is Psalms 32:7. Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble.
Woo!
Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. Salah.
See right there, man. It says songs of deliverance, man. Evil shall pass me by. That's right there. That's like a prayer.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
King David.
Yes, King David put it nice right there. That's we saying the same thing here. What 2024? Same thing King David said. And we need it bad. You know, we're in the worst of times. And our answer was, you know, King David set us up with a kingdom. Now we in the times we totally in Esau's hand. We are totally in the belly of the beast. So this deliverance is gonna be magnificent. It's gonna be spectacular. It ain't got no choice but to be, because we are so down in the hole, man, with this devil. We are totally locked in his system, and he's over in his wicked councils, you know, his little meetings and stuff. And they over trying to say, like, man, how we gonna destroy these Israelites? You know, let's put juice in the food. Let's put poison in the air. Let's put poison in the water. You know, let's make a scenario where they fight each other. We got to get rid of them. Then we're going to set it up. They're going to run to their bunkers and watch as everybody else fight over the last little bit of, you know, Dorito bag. You know, little oodles and noodles. And then Jake, you just said, bigger than Jake, 2/3 Jake don't even know what's going on. Jake going to take a micro CHIP. And now look, I'm going to say it through the spirit, Akim. I believe when they get their micro CHIP, I think Esau's still going to say, hey, no more food.
Yeah.
I think he's still gonna do him in dirty. They were like, now I done put this device in my body, tag just for you to tell me that. And I'm like, that, like the scripture say, never trust thy enemy.
There you go. Because that's exactly what they did with these migrants. They found them right over here, and they bought them over here, and they said, you got 30 days to leave.
Yeah, and I said that, like you said, I read something on YouTube where a lot of migrants said they regretted even coming here. So they said it was a false pretense. The devil lied to you.
Right.
And I'm looking at Jake like the devil been lying for thousands and hundreds of years. Mm-hmm. How are you still listening to the devil? How?
And that's and you know, King David broke that down perfectly too. You know, when you say how, what was that Psalms with the 51, 55, and 21, right? Cause that's how he spoke to him with the words. You know, Psalm 55 and 21, he said the words of his mouth was smoother than butter. And man, hey, y'all gonna come over here, y'all gonna get food stamps, y'all gonna get benefits, y'all gonna have jobs, right? And he said, but war was in his heart. His words was softer than oil, yet with a drawn sword. Now y'all got 30 days to leave.
Mm-hmm. And then these people don't even want you here. Man. These Chicago Jakes, these New York Jakes, they don't even want you here. You done came here. I done did a slander campaign. I done slandered you here. I gave you a little bit of something, then I yanked it away.
Man, that's a sword right there. But you know how you think about that. Think about how they most of them people probably pack up everything that they had back where they came from.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come over here and you basically got nothing else. That's a dagger right there.
Hey, you got a family. You gonna say pearls. You got bloodthirsty Edomite men ready to pull the trigger on you. You got a family. Now you got to get out the little camp they had you in.
Right.
What they had, them little concentration camps. What they call them, sanctuary zones, something like that. Whatever they call them. Now you got to leave with your family. Esau don't want you here. He ready to pull the trigger. They better not be somewhere with a group of Edomites. They're not gonna make it out of that. You know, because I be hearing Esau talk. He hate the Hispanic North tribes as much as he hate Southern tribe Jake. Just looking at the Northern tribes like, hey, you in this stuff too. So that whole scenario was cooked up, man. That was perfect right there. You pull out. He talked that smooth butter. He gonna do it again. This devil ain't done. They ain't gonna tell you, hey, get the micro CHIP and I'll feed you water and you have shelter and protection. My guns will protect you. And I'm like, that's really it's a lot, because Esau not gonna do none of that. You're gonna get that micro CHIP. He gonna like, got you, sucker. He gonna say, I got too many of them. Take that 400 out back and y'all lay them out. and this extra 200, they gonna probably ride a bike to power up my bunker. You know, Esau think, Esau is on some crazy stuff, man. And like, I'll be looking at Jake like, how long are y'all gonna listen to this damn serpent pipe unto you?
How long would you simply love simplicity?
It gone.
But that proverb.
Yeah. Luke Perry, that's a good one. How long you gonna love simplicity? Like, man, hearken to the Lord, so you can get out of here.
And that's why this word is so important, man. Because you just quoted it earlier with Ecclesiastes 12 and 10, because it said, "Never trust thy enemy, but like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go prostrate, yet take good heed and beware of him." And so, all of them migrants that came over here, oh, they believe everything they said. They did not take good heed.
Mm-hmm.
So they fell for them traps. And it said, "And thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away." And it said, set not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my word, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent, or any such that come now where be? See, ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you because you fell for the white man's game, you know? And that white man is Esau Edom, so-called white man. He been known historically to lie to you, steal, kill, and destroy. That's his motto. That's it. That's it. He can't go past that. He can't do nothing right. If he do something right, he did it unwillingly, right? And so that's something you got to keep in mind. And thus said the scripture. You got to keep that in mind when you leave, from now on, going forward in your path. And how about him outside? You can't trust your enemy. And your enemy is the number one enemy is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Right? And it says, in verse 14, it says, "So one that goeth to a sinner and it devoureth him in his sin, who will pity? For while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. And enemy speaks sweetly with his lips." That lines up perfectly with what we just got to read in Psalm 55 and 21. It said, "The enemy speaks sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit." And see, and they had it set up in their mind already. We about to lure these spit back, these wetbacks over here, and we gonna set them up. We gonna set a pit for them. That's that pit right there. 30 days to get up out of the camp, right? And it said he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. That's that opportunity right there. So they're gonna be satisfied. And so their blood, even if they draw blood, they still not gonna be satisfied. That's why you can't trust these damn devils. You're like vampires.
God, they literally do that. Adrenochrome.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They literally do that. And like I said, man, it was beautifully put. It's all set up right now. The devil's not satisfied, with blood, man. And he did, like, they going through the same thing. That's some curses all over again. They in a land that they don't speak the tongue. They got they people that do speak it here, but just primarily English over here.
Right.
So, came from your land to this land. You don't speak it. You got all kind of groups of people that don't want you here. It ain't nothing that you did. He just set you up as the bad guy. You're like, oh, taxpayer money is going to house the migrants. Taxpayer money is going, to pay for their food stamps. They're taking jobs and benefits from Babylonians. So you've been set up to be the bad guy. Why is devil trying to look good? But us in the truth, we are like, nah, that's you, E, all the way. These people are trying to make a way, and you lied to them and told them to come here. They talked to them, told them, don't come to this hellhole.
But that's prophecy being fulfilled because the scripture said Israel and what it said? It said Judah and Ephraim shall be vexed together. So the Lord brought them here to be vexed and plagued too.
That's right. They get it too, man. They get it.
That just let you know the scripture is living.
Real quick, I want to read this next verse right here because it's Sirach 12 and 17, because it says, "If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first." And who was that talking about? He thought I got the solution.
All the trouble.
I got the solution. Hey, order out of chaos. And it said, "Thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet he shall undermine thee."
And that's what he's doing to another tribe right now. Them coming here. Like I said, they done came here for judgment. You know, they thought they was getting a good opportunity. The devil to undermine them. You know, not in a bad way. Because it's gonna be real. Like Esau bust them out here, planes and buses.
Right.
So they didn't get here on their own strength. So now that you're here, like I said earlier, ain't no going back. You're here for judgment. The Lord sent you here and got you here. So now you just got to let it play out. You know, the only checks I see now, they better, hey, hear one of the highway hedges and, you know, look at the list. Like, I think that's me right now.
Yeah.
You know, they better come in like that.
You better repent.
Yeah,
the Lord
this
while you may be found.
Yeah, and I got one to back that up. So it's a spirit too. I didn't know we was gonna be able to get this out. But this is Luke 4:18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. But our people. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised. Verse 19, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. So that's what's happening right now, man. We're preaching the word to the poor and the brokenhearted. It's going to our people. And like Akim was going into it before, you know, Hispanic North, they really brokenhearted. You know, they heard with nothing. And they done left.
And then when it said when it's poor, it's not necessarily literally poor, because you got some of the immigrants, they actually had degrees, they're smart enough to have it, but in reality it's actually poor in knowledge. So when you have the knowledge of Yahweh and Yahweh, it makes you rich. When they say preach the gospel to the poor, they don't really know Yahweh and Yahweh. That's why he said my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And see that's what that poor going into as well.
They ain't got the true riches.
Right.
You know,
that's they might have their zeal.
Yeah, they ain't got the true riches. And they poor. Because like they don't have, especially us Southern tribe, we don't have union representation. We don't have institutions, organizations, or none of that. You know, all we got really is a bunch of sellouts. We are poor. Literally. You know. Jake think he balling, no, you're not. Plus, Jake think he balling, you really gonna be poor when that dollar crash.
Yep.
Let that dollar crash. You know, Jake don't know about, you know, switching his funds into no other currency or buying gold and silver. So the dollar crash, that dollar, man, Jake gonna go instantly down in the hole. And you're gonna be looking for that micro CHIP. And that's that water them to go to Egypt. Because it should go into their hand and pierce it. Yep. Man, they go to Esau, man, because he's in the spirit of Egypt. It's gonna go in their hand and pierce it. That's what the devil gonna get him. Here's the remedy for your problem. You know, just do this. And then he got the North tribe in that same trick bag. He just kicked them out where they at. You know, they're gonna be fighting with Southern tribe. Like, okay, here, I got the thing, man. Here, your family go get this thing, put in our body. We got a new place for y'all.
They already advertising. I seen a little small video clip with they had a dude that was paralyzed from the waist down, and he was playing chess with his mind.
Yeah, I seen that. I read an article on that. Yeah, you're right. That's what they're gonna push you. That's them great signs and wonders and miracles.
Yep.
Because a lot of people, that's a miracle to them. So they probably lining up like, I need mine. Like, I can't wait to get mine.
And I was reading some of the comments. You know, they was like, I want to know more about this information. There nobody in the comment section in that video, and that little small video was saying it was a mark of the beast. None of that was mentioned in the comment. So damn near everybody in that comment was very interested in this technology.
Great dark. That's that great darkness, man. The Lord said, like, you look at this place getting plagued, the Lord can cut literally the lights off in this place. They talking about they're doing the cyber attacks on the water system, the water get cut off, gas and cut off. That's gonna cause perilous times right there. People gonna panic when the lights go out and the water go out and no heat. And then the stores gonna be starting shutting down. I heard they shutting down Walmarts.
Yeah.
So these people about to go crazy. And like you're gonna need that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to get your stability during them times. And then you gotta like stay prayed up and stay locked on this truth. Cause that'll keep the comfort. You know, that'll keep you like your mind saying, you ain't got that, man, hey, you gonna be, man, these people like they thought they was inferior to the 1-9 situation. When the devil run this second scenario, many people gonna be so terrified. All right, they gonna be like little bitty children, little 3-year-olds. You know, they just crying for a remedy.
Yeah.
You get that little boy anything, he just okay.
Right.
And that's how Esau about to do him, man. And really, I keep saying Esau, the Lord gonna do him like that. Because they was in this truth. Esau stuff ain't gonna work. You know, and none of that's gonna work, man. Like you say, what's that? 2 Corinthians 2:11. We're not ignorant. Yeah, we're not ignorant of Satan devices. You know, see, that's what the scripture do for you. It builds you up, makes you strong, to where this devil can't spin you around and play you like that. You already know what he gonna come, but you know his tactics. You see the devil before he see you. You see the devil come from a mile away. You know, cuss his ass out before he even try to, pull up the little bullhorn and spit his little BS to you. You know, like I don't even want to hear it, man. I already know what you gonna play. I already know your game plan.
Mm-hmm.
The devil don't like that. I notice he want to come to a Jake and don't know nothing.
Right. They don't like the spotlight. You know, that's why King David. That's why King David said, "Hide me from the secret counsel, from the workers of iniquity." But when he said that, because that's how they operate. That's how they do their dirt. You know, and so when the spotlight is shine on them, then that's when they panic. It's just like a snake. You know, when you walking in the wood and you walk up on a snake, they hurry up and run right back in there, and that hole they came out of. That's Esau Edom to the fullest.
You cutting the grass.
Yeah.
You gonna cut the grass down there, you be seen. He trying to slip in some more deeper grass so he can hide.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Keeping your grass cut is like, faith. Keeping faith, faith to the basically when you keep your grass cut, what we're using that analogy, that's basically making things clear enough where you can be able to see, you be able to walk through. That's what it's like having faith. And that's what it's like having work.
Like on your due diligence.
Yeah.
When you do your due diligence, keep your stuff kept, examining yourself. That's really ain't like the works.
Right.
When you work on your land, keep it, kept, you can see everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you be lazy and let it grow up, man, I ain't telling what type of credit you got in there.
You got inside and walk through that long grass, put little potholes in there, and you can walk through there and twisted your ankle. Now you can bite you and choke you up like anaconda. All kinds of stuff, man.
Hit you real quick with some poisonous venom. And so now we're looking for the spirit to have that grace and mercy, or had the perilous times pass over us. We're looking for the evil times to pass over, because you go to Job, the 5th chapter, some brothers gonna laugh at the face of famine and laugh at the face of danger. Lord gonna take our brothers that good. The brothers be like, God dang, they get messed up. One over me, my family, we good.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna be praising the Lord like, man, I'm thankful that God in this truth. I'm thankful that the Lord showed mercy on us. And it started out, the mercy was giving us this wisdom out of understanding. That's that helping hand right there. So for all you brothers and sisters in this truth, you should be praising the Lord. That you're not out here naked and blind and lost.
Quick one, real quick. I'm gonna read a couple verses in Psalms 34. It says Psalms 34 and 15. It says, "The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut them off the remembrance of them from the earth." It says, "The righteous cry, and the Lord hears it, and deliver them out of all their trouble. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and save such as of a contrite spirit." It says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers them out of them all.
Mm-hmm.
He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken.
Mm-hmm.
Evil shall slay the wicked, and they shall hate the righteous. It says, evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Lord redeems the souls of his saints, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate, man.
Mm-hmm.
So none of them that trust in the Lord shall be desolate, man. King David be saying it all in his prayers, man, in his songs. That whole thing just broke down everything we just been saying, man. The Lord gonna destroy the wicked. Hey, the Lord hear our cries and gonna deliver us out of all the trouble. None of those who trust in the Lord is gonna be desolate, but those who's against the Lord is gonna be desolate, man.
That's why I think you quoted that earlier when it said, "Behold, my servant shall eat, and you shall be thirsty. To drink, and you shall be hungry. You shall be thirsty." You should paraphrasing, and that comes with the warning, because the righteous, the Lord always sends the righteous a message, or he'll always send some type of vision or a dream or something. He's going to give them some type of indicator for his righteous to get up out of there, or when something happens, and that's pretty much what we're searching for when we come to the words of Yahweh and Yahweh, because it actually, what you just got to reading when he said the righteous shall be delivered out of there, it just remind me of the precept with Apostle Paul, which I had it pulled up, because it says, First Thessalonians chapter 5:1, he said, "But of the time and the season, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you." Right? And so you have no need that I write unto you. And he said, "For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night." And so we don't know the exact day, but we know how he's going to come, because through this word, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, it give us the stability. And so we know when certain things happen, certain events happen, we know, oh, the Lord is coming. He's close. He's near. He's real close. Right. But for the 2/3 and those that don't trust in the Lord, this is them right here, verse 3. And it said, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as to fell upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." Right. And so that's those Pookie and Ray Ray. They said they're gonna be doubled over and be crying like women. Because he said that travail upon a woman with child. And they're not gonna escape. And that's a terrible situation to be in, especially if walking around here and you don't trust in the Lord. Right? And in verse 4, he said, "But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Yea, you are children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness."
Yeah. The darkness about to come, about to set on this place, just like it did ancient Egypt. And we need that deliverance. The Lord already set up people like Moses, people like Noah. He already set somebody up to lead Israel the way. And like we said earlier, this time it's so bad, Yahweh Shai will have to come himself and get us up out of there. That's how bad it's going to be. The Jacob is going to be like a day like no other. So this thing's about to be real, real crazy. You read the book of Exodus, when I looked at that and I read that to me was like a whole lot of drama. And this is about to be even worse. So we really need the Lord at this time.
And that's what it, because it said it ain't. This time it ain't. It's not have. It haven't been historically recorded. That's what I always like to say. Nobody is not going to know about this time. You can't pinpoint and say this is going to happen, this and that, because it's a time that such as never was before. That's what the scripture said.
Like now you can tell because everything's about to go down at this point. They didn't have nuclear missiles in the days of Noah. It was rain. This time it's going to rain with fire, thermonuclear fire at that. Then this devil has AI robots. AI robots watching. He got the surveillance system. This devil, he trying to be like the Most High. He got technology this time. That's why that's like nothing but a high level witchcraft. If you really think about it. That's all it really is. This Bayan Yasharala. Shalom, Mark. You got a good one. Ephesians 6:10 says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might." So the Lord told us to be strong, man. Even though we see the perilous times coming, you can see that we in the evil times, the evil days is coming. The Lord said, "Be strong, man." So we gotta gird up our loins like men and be that rock, like Yahweh Shai, man. And the only way, like I said earlier, the only way you're gonna have that, you gotta like have genuine faith. You gotta believe that you're gonna be delivered. You gotta believe that you are the children of Yahweh Shai. Because that's what's gonna hold you down. Everybody will tell you, nah, you ain't that. Nah, they is, or you ain't this, or I'm gonna do this. Everybody gonna tell us who we not. It's gonna take it for us to believe to know, yes, I am. I am that. I am a prophet of Yahweh Shai. Yes, I'm gonna keep the truth. Yes, I'm gonna stay armored up in this truth. Like we gonna have to do that. And what they always say in the word, stand on that. They stand on business.
Right.
And you got to stand on the Lord, man. We got to stand on Yahweh Shah. Tell this devil no, because he gonna try to convince us to get that micro CHIP. And the devil don't want to get told no either. You know, first time we resist that, that's gonna mess his head up. Like, why is this group of men not going to go get that? Why are they not coming to my camp? They're running from my camp. Go get those men. Just like Pharaoh said. Remember then yeah, y'all can go. And he thought about it, like, nah, man, get my military. We going to go get them. Nah, they got me messed up, got me looking bad. They walked up out of here with all these jewels, they balling. My whole kingdom looking like scrubs. Nah, man, hey, just like Pharaoh, man, he wanted that blood, man. Pharaoh wanted that blood, man. He couldn't believe, hey, the Lord, hey, he demoralized and emasculated Pharaoh. You know, took everything, stripped his whole kingdom from him. You know, straight raped that man spiritually. And he about to do the same thing to E. And he don't want to take that L, man. He like, nah, man. You know, do this and do that. For any that's gonna stand up, neutralize them. I don't want them making the rest of them think they can stand up to me. All leaders got to go. To say, scatter, hit the shepherd, and the flocks are scattered.
Yeah.
Do some paraphrasing. Yeah. So that's what he gonna be looking to do. And like the scripture said, we got to be strong in the Lord. This is our time, you know, to beat on our chest and really stand up, especially when all hell break loose. You know, when all hell break loose, the men of the Lord are really gonna shine at that time. That's when we're gonna see what we made of. You know, that's why this thing is like a repetition. You do it to build up, build up. That way when it hits, you ready. You're like, okay, I've been talking about this. You know, we've been prophesying about this. Now's my time to shine. You know, and, you know, you don't want to fall at the finish line, man. You don't want to fall down to put in all that work and then be crying like a little girl, and they go take Esau's micro CHIP. Like, what the heck you do all that for? You know, we got to stand on that. And we got to be bold, man. Like you said, he gonna test us in the adversity of fire, which Esau gonna have it going on, man. Esau gonna have troops on us. Brothers gonna be in camps. You know, brothers gonna be getting tortured. And Esau like, man, you just do this, it'll all go away. You know, you're gonna have that Michael CH with a syringe in your face. And Michael sit down on the table like, hey, all you gotta do is just inject this in your body and I'll make it go away. You know, but we believe in what? We believe in deliverance and salvation. We believe the Lord is mighty and he'll get us up out of this. And that's something Esau just can't fathom right there. Like, what the heck? And then he gonna see it. Lord willing, he gonna see the power of the Lord. He already seeing it now. He just in denial. They think they can recover. What they say, build back better. They think, okay, we'll just go in our bunkers. They'll kill each other. We come back and we'll do it again, run like we always did. Like, he's saying it now. Because they plans ain't working, man. They trying to get something going. I know that was gonna go back to the drawing board. It ain't good and precise as it used to be. And it's like too much information, like a double-edged sort of information. He's losing the narrative. So with that, he just losing everything. And before he fumbled it back completely, he gonna just say, man, get the sword and get the Mo and Jake down. I ain't got time to be nice and play games. Either they're gonna do it or they're not gonna do it. And that's how the devil gonna get. And you're gonna have people riling up. There's gonna be chaos going on. So we need that spirit of exemption on us to make it through this. We need to pass over the destruction and get to salvation. So man, y'all got more precept?
Yeah, I got one more, which is Revelation 3 and 10, because it's, you know, throughout after everything we just spoke about, you know, seek you the Lord while you may be found. You got to hold fast to what thou hast. You know, when I get brought out, was that Ephesians 6 and 10, you know, put on the whole armor. And with the way, and you go into that and say, put on the whole armor of Yahweh and Yahshua, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Okay, those are all the strategies, all the devices that the devil is going to use just to try to get you to fold and take that MOTB. You know, fold and to worship the beast. And if you keep your faith, this is your reward right here, Revelation 3 and 10, because you said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Mhm.
You see that? And that's your reward right there. So you're going to be kept from the hour of temptation, and he's going to save you. That's that deliverance. And so that's that deliverance until the next kingdom, which is, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of the father.
That's why we pray that we get on those chariots and we be part of the first fruits of salvation and be a part of establishing Yahshua, as he destroys his wicked kingdom, this old world. We getting ready for the new world. Our spiritual bags is packed. Our eyes, we set on that. We're set on the kingdom of Yahweh Shah. Forget this kingdom. This kingdom is a trash can. This kingdom is done with. It's decaying. It's dying. It's about dead. So we looking for the kingdom to come, which is our kingdom. Like I read the scriptures earlier, this world was made for the righteous. That's why the world was created. This was not created for Esau. He only gonna rule for a little bit. His rulership is compared to a shadow. It's temporary. Our rulership gonna be forever.
And Yahweh Shah said, in my father's house is many mansions, Lucy paraphrasing.
God. So we're gonna get this world and others as well. Lucy paraphrasing. So this right here, this kingdom right here, we getting ready for a righteous kingdom to get set up. That's what we're looking forward to. And it's coming. It's coming here real soon. That's why all the prophecies is popping up, all the tension is coming up. The pearls is cooking up. Because we get ready to get up out of here, man. We get ready to go home to a righteous kingdom where we're gonna have rest. We're not gonna be punching this double clock. We're not gonna be looking over our shoulder, worrying about, police and his little police force, slave force on our backs. We ain't gonna be scraping through like, man, I don't know if I got enough to make it. I gotta wait till the next paycheck. That's not gonna come out our mouth. We're gonna have abundance. We're gonna have everything. We're gonna have the whole world and all the time of the world to enjoy everything Yahweh has created for us. And we pray that we're part of the hopeful elect and we get to see that deliverance. That's our prayer right there. We hanging our hat on that. We want to be part of the hopeful elect. So we can go home.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I got more precepts. Then we close out, man. We hope this is edifying. We'll give our praise and glory to Yahweh. Yahweh Shah, Rakadash.
Kwam Yasharala Wa Baba Ba.
Kwam Yasharala, man. Hey, Shalom. Shalom, shalom.
Hey, Shalom.